First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. So in this lesson number 2 on the topic number system, now we are going to learn one of the very most important concept, that is divisibility rule. So friends, listen here, this divisibility rule is not only important for number system. So this divisibility rule is important for the complete quantitative aptitude, right? Because it's one of the rule that is common for all the numbers, right? Easy calculations. If some students making 1 minute for dividing some numbers, if you know this divisibility rule, you can able to crack the same number within 2 or 3 seconds. For example, let me take any number, this 1904. So let me take this number 1904. So our target is to find by using which number we can divide this 1904. It is not easy, right? We don't know whether this number is divided by 13, whether this is divisible by 13, or this number is divisible by 12 or 15, 16, 17, etc. But we can, if you know the divisibility rule of all these numbers, then definitely you can say that this number is divisible by 17, right? So this comes only in practice, right? So listen here, we have to buy out all these divisibility rule, no other way, no other shortcuts. But one thing, we can separate the numbers into different categories. We can separate the numbers into different categories. Then if you start learning this divisibility rule, that will be very easy. I'm going to teach you this divisibility rule. I'm just going to separate into different categories, and then we are going to learn the divisibility rule so that you can easily able to understand all the divisibility rule concepts. So listen here, after watching this video, try to watch twice or thrice the same video. So only then you can able to understand the concepts completely. And then after watching this video, take any numbers and try to find the divisibility rule of it. So now let me move on to the divisibility rule. So first, which number is easy for the divisibility rule to learn is number 5 and number 10. So these two numbers are first very easy to learn, 5 and 10. Just see here, if any number, right, if any number that ends, right, the last digit is either 5 or 0. So got it? For example, let me take 105. Yes. So if they ask whether this 105, by which number we can divide this 105, so you can directly say that this number is divisible by 5. Listen carefully, if the last digit, right, if the last digit of a number, given number, is 5, or else the last digit is 0, right, then definitely those numbers will be divisible by 5. Similarly, if the last number, right, if any given number, so the last number is only 0, right, for example, we can say 1050, right. So here you can able to see the last number is only 0, then definitely you can say that this number will be divisible by 10. Got it? Easy or not, right? So this is the divisibility rule of 5 and 10. So listen carefully, if a last number ends at 5 or else the last number ends at 0, so those two numbers can be divided by 5, right? Got it? Similarly, if the last number ends at 0, so this number is also divisible by 5, but you can directly able to divide the complete number by 10. So if the last number ends at 0, then it is divisible by 10. Got it or not? So out of these 18 numbers, given numbers, the first easiest divisibility rule that we can learn is for number 5 and number 10. So friends, got it or not, right? So what is the divisibility rule of number 5 and number 10? So number 5, if the last number, last digit, right, last digit of the given numbers, it can be any numbers, 5 digit or 6 digit. Just see 5605. Yes, 105605. If they have given a number like this, just look at the last digit of the given number. So the last digit of the given number is 5, then definitely this complete number will be divisible by 5. Got it or not? Similarly, if the last number is 0, then the same number will be divisible by 5. Or else, this, if a given number last digit is 0, then the same number is divisible by 10. So this is called as a divisibility rule. Understood, friends? This is the divisibility rule for 5 as well as 10, right? So we have learned the two numbers. One is 5 and the second is 10. So let me rub that value, right? It is easy, right? So without by hearting, some students will sit and by heart from 2 to 19. Don't do that. If you separate like this, then learning the process, learning this divisibility rule process will be very simple. See, next will be, let me target the next number, that is 2, right? Number 2. Next divisibility rule of number 2 will be very simple. If any given numbers, right? If any given numbers, the last digit, just listen here, the last digit of the given number should be even numbers or else 0. Then the number will be divisible by 2. Got it? So let me take any number 1652. Yes, 1652. Just listen carefully. What about the last number here? So last number is 2. If the last number is 2 or else the last number, it can be any even number. For example, let me take 1658. It's an even number or not? Yes, even number. So if the last digit of the given number is even number or else the last digit of the given number is 0, then both these numbers is divisible by 2. Got it or not? This is called as divisibility rule of 2. So friends, understood what is the divisibility rule of 2? The last digit sorry, the last digit of the given number should be 2 or else either it can be any even number or it can be 0. So all these numbers can be divided by 2. It is called as a divisibility rule of 2. So friends, understood? So now we have learned what is the divisibility rule of 2. Got it? So finally we have learned the divisibility rule for 3 numbers, that is for 5, 10 and 2. See how easy it is, right? So similarly, next let me target the number 3. See, number 3 and number 9 will have a same category. Just listen here, the divisibility rule of number 3 and number 9 is you have to add sum of digits. It's nothing but, for example, let me take any number 342, right? See, 342. We need to check whether this number is divisible by which of these numbers, right? So here what you need to do is you need to add all the digits, right? So 3, you can see 3 plus 4 plus 2. Got it or not? Sum of digits. So 3 plus 4 plus 2. So what about the sum? 4 plus 3 will be 7. 7 plus 2 will be 9. So after adding all the sum of digits, we got the number 3. So we got the number 9. So now check whether this 9 is divisible by 3 or not. Yes, it is divisible by 3. So if the number is divisible by 3, then we can say that the complete number will be divisible by 3. So friends, understood? Then we want some other example questions. For example, let me take 162, right? So we need to check whether it is divisible by 3 or not. So what you need to do? You need to add all the digits. 1 plus 6 will be 7. 7 plus 2 will be 9. So the last number after adding all the digits, we got 9. 9 is divisible by 3 or not? Yes, it is divisible. If 9 is divisible by 3, then we can say that the complete 162 will be divisible by 3. The same logic is for number 9 also. Let me take any other example. We can go with 243. So just see here, they have given a number that is 243. And we need to check whether it is a divisible by which of these numbers. So what you need to do is, you need to add all the digits, right? 4 plus 2 will be 6. 6 plus 3 will be 9. 9 plus 2 will be 11. 11 plus 4 will be 15. 15 plus 3 will be 18. So after adding all the digits, we got 18. So 18 is divisible by 9 or not? Yes, it is divisible by 9. If this number 18 is divisible by 9, then we can say that this complete number can be divided by 9. Got it? In case, if we are adding all the numbers, if we are getting only 17, then definitely this number cannot be divided by 9, as well as the same number cannot be divided by 3. Got it? So when you should say that this number is divided by 3 and 9, if the sum of digits, after adding all the sum of digits, right, the final answer should be divided by 3 or the final answer should be divided by 9. Right? If it can divide by 3 and if it can divide by 9, then we can able to say that the given number is divided by 3 as well as 9. So this is called as a divisibility rule of 3 and divisibility rule of 9. Easy or not? It's very easy, right? So now we have learnt another two numbers, that is a divisibility rule for another two number, that is for 3 as well as 9. So next will be, let me target the next number for 4 and 8. This is also very easy. 4 and 8. See, if you take the numbers 4 and 8, the last two digit, any numbers, for example 1624, got it? In the given number, if the last two digit of the number is divisible by 4, check only 24. 24 is divisible by 4 or not? Yes, 6 4s are 24. So we can say that if the last two digit of the given number is divisible by 4, then the complete number will be divisible by 4. So friends, got it? Easy or not? Just listen here. If the last two numbers, right? If the last two number is divisible by 4, then the complete 4 numbers, all the given numbers, that complete set of number can be divided by 4. It can be divided by 4. Got it? It's a divisibility rule of 4. As well as divisibility rule of 8 should be the last 3 digit of the number. So whatever number be, if the last 3 digit of the number is divisible by 8, then complete number can be divided by 8. So friends, got it or not? So this is the divisibility rule for 4 as well as divisibility rule for 8. Easy. Divisibility rule for 3 and 9 is what? You need to add sum of the digits, and final answer you need to check whether the final answer is getting divided by 3 or 9. But when you take 4 and 8, what you need to do? For number 4, you need to check the last two digit. If the last two digit is divisible by 4, then the complete number will be divisible by 4. Similarly, if the last three numbers is divisible by 8, then the complete given number will be divisible by 8. So friends, understood or not? So this will be the divisibility rule for 4 as well as 8. Got it? So finally we have learned a lot of numbers now. Now you feel, right? This divisibility rule will be very easy. Okay. So now let me target another set of numbers that will be very simple. Just see here, when you take number 6, right? Number 6 are 12, yes, 12, 14, 15, 18, right? So let me take all these numbers, 6, 12, 14, 15 and 18. See, for all these numbers, you don't want to learn a divisibility rule separately. Why? Because for 6, right, for what you need to do is, if a number, right, if a number is getting divided by 2 as well as the same number is getting divided by 3, then we can say that the number will be divisible by 6 also. So friends, got it or not? Let me take one example. So let me take example as 123. Sorry, 126. Okay, let me take the number 126, right? So just see here, this number 126 can be divided by 2. Yes or no? Because the last digit of the given number is 6, even number, so it can be divided by 2. So similarly, if you add all these numbers, 6 plus 2, 8 plus 1 will be 9. So sum of digit is 9. So 9 will be divisible by 3. So the same number can be divided by 3 also. Yes or no? If a number, if the given number is divisible by 2 as well as the same number is getting divisible by 3. So these cases, right, if a same number is divisible by 2 as well as 3, then we can surely say that this number 126 will be divisible by 6 also. You can directly divide by 6. 6 2s are 12, 1 6 are 6, 21. Yes or no, right? Got it? So remember that the divisibility rule of 6 is what? If a number is getting divisible by 2 as well as the same number is getting divisible by 3, then we can say that the number will be divisible by 6. So similarly, you can learn all these, right? So 3 and 4. If a number is divisible by 3 as well as the same number is getting divisible by 4, then we can surely say that the given number will be divisible by 12. Easy or not? So now it is for 14, 7 and 2. Got it? So 15, 5 and 3. See how easy it is. For 18, 9 and 2. Got it? If a number is getting divisible by 2 as well as the same number is getting divisible by 9, then we can say that the complete number can be directly divisible by 18. Just see how easy it is. Initially it was difficult by seeing 19 numbers, but now we have learnt a lot of divisibility rules by separated into different categories. Got it? So finally we have how many numbers remaining? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So totally we have 5 numbers remaining, right? So these 5 numbers, again we can use one method called oscillator. So by using that method we can easily able to learn the divisibility rule of all these numbers. So let me move on to that. So before that, take a note of it, right? It is important always. That's what I am saying. Try to watch the video again and take a proper note, because this will help you for the complete quantitative aptitude section, right, for the easiest calculations. So here the next set will be 7, 13, 17 and 19, right? So except this 11, we are taking the remaining numbers, that is 7, 13, 17 and 19. So just see here, what I am going to do here is, let me take the first number, that is 7. We are going to learn the divisibility rule for 7. For example, they have given a number as 343. They have given 343 and we need to check whether this number is divisible by 7 or not. So what you need to do here is, you need to concentrate on the last digit, right? So last digit is what? 3 here. You need to multiply this 3 by 2. Just listen carefully. You need to multiply this last digit of the given number by 2. So 3 into 2 is what? 6. Got it? So now the remaining 2 numbers are what? 34. So you need to subtract the 6 with 34. So resultant will be 28. So now this 28 is divisible by 7 or not? Yes, it is divisible by 7. 7 4s are 28. So if 28 is divisible by 7, then we can say that the complete 343 will be divisible by 7. So friends, understood? I can explain again. Just see here. In the given numbers, whatever number be, in case it can be 4 digit or 5 digit, whatever number be, you have to target the last digit of the given number. And you need to multiply by what? You need to multiply by 2. So 3 into 2 is what? 6. So I have written 6 here. And what about the remaining numbers? Remaining number is 34. In case if it is a 4 digit number, the remaining number will be 3. You have to take all the 3 numbers. Got it? So here the remaining number is 34. You have to subtract this 34 with 6. Resultant will be 28. Now check whether this number 28 is divisible by 7. Yes, the number 28 is getting divisible by 7. Then we can say that the complete 343 will be divisible by 7. Friends, got it? How easy it is, right? So it's a divisibility rule of 7. So similarly, our next target, let me go with 17. So just see here, 17 is also a same scenario. 1904. What about the last digit? The last digit is what? 4. Here you have multiplied by 2, but here you have to multiply by 5. Got it? 5 into 4 is what? 20. What about the remaining numbers? Is 190. So subtract with 190, resultant will be 170. Now check whether we can divide 170 by 17. Yes, it is divisible, yes or no? We can divide 170 by 17. So finally we can say that this complete number 1904 can be divisible by 17. Understood, friends? This is the divisibility rule for 7 and 17. For 7 you need to multiply by 2. For 17 you need to multiply by 5. But in both the cases you have to subtract. That is important, right? Because in these two cases, that is for 13 and 19, you will add. Got it? So this is the divisibility rule for 7 and 17. You have to take the last digit. For 7 you need to multiply by 2. For 17 you need to multiply by 5. And you need to subtract with the remaining numbers. And you need to check the resultant number is getting divisible by 17 or not. So here 170 by 17. So the resultant number is divisible by 17. So finally we can say that the complete number will be divisible by 17. So now let me target 13 and 19. See here, if you go with 19, again everything is similar process. Just look at the last digit. Last digit is what? 1. You need to multiply by 2. Right? The same way you need to multiply by 2. 1 into 2 will be 2. What about the remaining digit? Is 36. In those two cases we have subtracted, but in this case you need to add. 36 plus 2 will be 38. So now check whether number 38 is divisible by 19. Yes, 2 times it is divisible. So finally we can say that this complete 361 will be divisible by 19. So the last is 13, right? So similarly you have to look at the last digit of the number is 5. You have to multiply this by 4. 5 into 4 is 20. What about the remaining digits? 32. Similarly you have to add, right? So 32 plus 20 will be 52. So 52 is divisible by 13. Yes, it is divisible. So finally we can say that the complete number will be divisible by 13. So this is the divisibility rule for 13 and divisibility rule for 19. So friends, got it or not, right? So it takes time to learn. Again I am saying it is not easy, but if you for example if you work 2 or 3 hours for learning this divisibility rule, then when you compare to other students, you can able to calculate fastly. Calculations will be very easy. Simplification, approximations, and major quantitative aptitude questions like time and work, time and distance. On those cases, the cancelling part will be very easy. So just spend your time 2 to 3 hours or even 5 hours, 6 hours to learn this divisibility rule properly. So if you learn this divisibility rule, again I am saying your calculations will be very, very simple and easy. So friends, got it? So this is the divisibility rule of 7, 13, 17 and 19. Here we have subtracted for 2 numbers and here we have added 2 numbers and we are concentrating only on the last digit of the numbers, right? So 2 to 3 times if you practice, automatically you can buy at it, right? So the last will be the number 11. So number 11 is easy. So this method, right, is called as escalator, something they used to say in mathematics. So those cases are not needed, right? Because only if you are preparing for any schools, 10th standard, 9th standard, for those cases we have to learn all those methods. But it is enough, right? If you understood the logic, that is more than enough. So now the last number is 11, right? So let me take any example question. So 9174. So let me take this example question as 9174. So the divisibility rule of number 11 will be very easy. What you need to do is you need to add, right? You need to add all the odd digits and you need to add all the even digits and you need to find the difference. And you need to check whether the final answer is getting divisible or not. Just see here, what about the odd digits here? Number 9 is the first digit. Number 1 is the second digit. 7 will be third digit, 4 will be fourth digit. Got it or not? So here you have to add all the odd digits. Add it. So first 9 is the odd digit, 7 is the odd digit. So if you add 9 and 7, it will be 16. Now add all the even digits. So 2, 1 and 4 will be 5. Got it? So now find the difference. 16 minus 5 will be 11. So now check whether this number 11 is divisible by 11 or not. Yes, it is getting divisible. So finally we can say that this complete number 9174 will be divisible by 11. Got it? So this is the divisibility rule of 11. Yes, got it or not, friends? Whatever number be, right? For example, let me take 639154. Right, got it? So if we need to check the divisibility rule of 11, what you need to do is you need to add all the odd digits, 6 plus 9 plus 5. Got it? And then you need to add the even digits, so 3 plus 1 plus 4. So after adding the odd digits, even digit, you need to find the difference. So for example, if you are getting 33, check whether the number 33 is divisible by 11. Yes, it is divisible by 11. If this number is divisible by 11, then the complete number will be divisible by 11. So this is called as a divisibility rule of 11. So got it, friends. So finally, we have learned the divisibility rule of all the numbers. Very simple and very easy. So spend your time, right? Again, I am saying spend 4 or 5 hours of time for learning this divisibility rule. So if you learn the divisibility rule properly, then you can able to solve most of the tough level calculations easily. That comes only in practice. So I will teach all those shortcuts later on my YouTube channel. But before that, you need to learn this divisibility rule. So again, I am saying after learning this divisibility rule, take many numbers as much you can and start solving it by checking which of this divisibility rule is applied. So only if you practice more question, you will feel convenient on this divisibility rule. So friends, got it? So thank you so much for watching this video, and if you really like it, share the video to your friends, those are preparing for the competitive exams. So thank you so much for watching it.